New games. Welcome back. We are back, and we're going to be getting to round 3 pretty soon. But we're going to do a little recap of what we've seen so far. So we had our round 1, which we're going to show straight on stream right now. We had a couple little cheeky wins here and there. We had a couple close games. We had Nobody and Chuckle winning 19-16 against Creep Score Legends. We had Bowen 3 winning against Rush B. Foxy and F4 winning against Anti Luke 16-10. And taking ourselves into round 2, we had a couple upsets. Nobody in Chuckle winning 16-12 again. So they're on their 2-0 right now. Deag Wahid against Foxy and Ethanol winning again. So they're also 2-0. And we're still waiting on our score of Creep Score Legends against Anti Luke, which takes us into our round 3 games, which is what we're about to see now, which is quite exciting, I'd say. Pretty most important games of the day, I guess. It's really important to note that if you win in a 2-0, then you don't have to play on Friday. And if the winners of those 1-1 games will have a map advantage in those best of 3s on Friday, which is a really important thing going into a best of 3. So Voxy and Ethanol have got it all to play for against Rush B. And it's the same for Bowen 3 versus that winner of game 2. But what we're going to be watching right now is our 2-0 game, which is, as we mentioned before, quite exciting. Reese had a little analysis of it before. Seeing these aggressive players from both sides, a bit of unorthodox play styles from both these teams. And yeah, I think we're going to be getting into a map pick pretty soon. But what are we expecting here, Reese? What do you think?
I think we're going to see a lot of aim duels. I don't think we're going to see many tactics come into play. I think there's just going to be a lot of aggressive picks. I think we're going to see the same from Deag Wahid. I think we're going to see Simply Square hoping to get that up, holding it down on site, and then Yagil just running riot around the map, taking all the aggressive peaks that he needs. And then we'll see a similar thing from Bot Nobody and Chuckle. They didn't really have many people staying on the site like Deag Wahid had. More of the fact that each person just swang a particular angle. But I am being told we have got our final score in for around 2 matchups.
Yeah. Creep Score Legends dictate that 16-12. So that is Loz and Panobi beating out Anti-Luke. And one thing we are missing right now are our pick bans in this 2-0 game. They are doing it in chat. I can keep you updated what's going on. We've got a minus Dust to begin this off from the CT side D Wahid. Bot Nobody has picked out Inferno as the map they choose to ban. And then Jay Agile has picked up Mirage. So we're not going to see any of these maps. We might be seeing another Vertigo. You know, that seems the map that people might want to play. That's what the CTs might want to get onto again. It's down into the last.
Yagil just coming in quick with these pick bans. Not like the first game, which Nobody and Chuckle played, where they're a bit more delayed. It was more of a very quick
Inferno
ban process from Yagil and Simply Square.
Nuke, Pass, with that, and Vertigo. And our final map, which is the map we've got, is Train. That is the map we'll be going to. Another new map for us to be watching, which is quite interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing this. Let's change that level over. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, that is also an interesting one. I think Train is probably one of the most difficult maps to play retake on for the Ts. Because unlike other maps, you think you're Infernos, you think you're A's, you think you're at Mirages, sorry. The site is normally quite enclosed. You got your corners of the site where you know they can't come from. You can back yourself into a corner and you can watch those angles. Train is open. They come from absolutely anywhere, which is a really unique thing about it. If you're playing a site and they can come from CT, they can come from main, they can come from absolutely anywhere. So this is going to be an interesting map. Definitely going to be probably actually against their aggressiveness. I don't know how much the aggressiveness is actually going to play out from in this one, because they could easily get too far over and bum site if they push too far.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's going to be definitely a fine line between the aggressiveness that each player decides to use and how aggressive they're going to be. I do think that it will favour Yagil and Simply Square a little bit more. The fact that Yagil can just run right by jiggle peeking all these different angles, but then so could Chuckle and Nobody. So I think that this map in particular is quite a fair one for both the way that these two teams are playing. Especially with Train being known for such an AWP-heavy map and Simply Square already showing off like how good he is with the AWP in his hands. So yeah, I think this is probably one of the more even map choices for both the play styles from both Deag, Wahid and Nobody and Chuckle. Now we are going to quickly need a side swap as Yaju and Simply Square are wanting to start on CT. If I'm correct.
Yeah. It looks like it. They get choice of side because they banned first. So yeah, it looks like Chuckle and Nobody are going to be starting on the T side, which is interesting. Definitely wouldn't. They've done this last game too, didn't they? How they want to start on the CT side. I guess it's because they don't mind going down a round or two if that is the case. And if they win the half, they're completely in the T's heads. Like, it's going to be very difficult for them to come back if they're losing the half as a T's. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I'm quite excited for this. I'm not sure how it's gonna go. Looks like people are ready to go. Simply Square said he's ready. Nobody said he's ready. I'm gonna get us started here. Let's get ourselves into this.
Our final game of the night. The winner goes 3-0 in the Swiss round 3. And as you can see, the pick and prediction, 97% in favour for Deag Wahid.
Yeah,
and
but
looks
people
like
are expecting...
taking it early, taking a fight for Yajul, and Yajul ready with both ETs paired up, and Chuckle with it all to do here. Still has vision of bomb.
Smoke
Has vision though,
bomb.
and looks like Yajul's just going to stick this with Chuckle being forced to go knife around the smoke, and Simply Square is there to cover his buddy Yajul.
There we go. The first round going the way of the CTs. Yeah, I think this could be not as close as some of our games before. As you can see from our pick and predictions, let's see how accurate the people at home are feeling about this game. Deag Wahid slowly walking in here on the side.
Creeping, you might say. And Chuckle's not even able to get the kill. That's so unfortunate.
Nobody takes him down.
Luke running about, and what a crisp, clean shot from Simply Scar on bot. Nobody there, but can't find the bomb. It'd be pretty embarrassing if he got that kill and wasn't able to find the bomb.
Yeah.
Or is he throwing for skins? What we got here?
I don't know what skins are available for this type of game. CSGO Lounge are not supporting this one. But here we go. The first 2 rounds go in the favour of Deag Wahid. I mean, the T's need to start picking up rounds soon. They're going to die. He's going to go down again. He only lost 30 health for it. It's not too much. It's a lot of work for Chuckle to do here. He does see bomb. He's getting damage taken out, and he's even taken out as well. That's a 3-0 big start for this game. The T's are struggling to get themselves on the board. Only 1 kill so far from them to combine. That's from Nobody. But maybe it will change now they got the rifles. This is time to find out. Nobody picking up the rifle. He's got a Molotov in his hand. We've seen how useful they are. He's tapping away. They've done equal damage to each other. Chuckle's gonna have fire here.
Dodges the flash, but it's not even able to get the kill, and Yajul just cleans up.
Yeah, I suspect
confidence early.
We might be seeing a domination here between these 2 teams. Nobody's saying in chat, I didn't know you could stream murder on Twitch. Well, we're gonna find out soon if it.
Look how aggressive Yajul is. He doesn't even care. He jumped down, didn't even take the ladder, took damage, and he's already out on sight. Got Simply Square teasing, but Nobody.
Chuckle getting his first kill of the game. 1v2 now for Simply Square. Nobody runs out of bullets. Chuckle down to 20 HP. I think Simply Square knows where he is. He's expecting him to be at the bottom of the ladder, but he's not. And Chuckle actually peeks. Does he have time? This is going to be close.
This is going to be very close if he does.
I think he's got it. Oh, he doesn't get it. And they get the first round of the game. 4-1. Can we start seeing a little bit of an upset, maybe? Are we going to see some more rounds being picked up from the T's?
The T's need to use that, and they need to use that round as the momentum shift to start bringing this game back. They got a round on the board. They now need to convert it to 2. They now know no one's coming from behind, so you know exactly where the CTs are coming from. May have spotted one heaven, but they're still looking for that second player.
What they don't want to do is lose their confidence. They don't want to get rattled by these CTs playing aggressively. Nobody gets that kill.
Nice shot
he knows
there.
in the bomb. Yagel manages to clutch up in the 1v1. But I think it's really important. CSGO is such a mental game, and if the CTs get in the T's head and the T's start thinking that it's not possible, then we might be seeing a very quick game here. Here we go again. Molotov in Chuckle's hand. Molotov in Simply Square's hand. Yagel takes out Chuckle immediately, eliminating him from the game. But together, they're running down past A. They spot out nobody, tapping away at each other, doing a bit of damage here and there. And now they're just working together. This is going to be a near impossible round for nobody to win. He gets immediately wiped out after he peeks.
He gets deleted, let's be honest. He gets destroyed. He swings that, and that's going to be a tough fight for nobody to win there. Now, it's 6-1.
We haven't seen any team kills yet, you know, which is surprising. I thought, you know, we might be seeing Simply Square take out his teammate pretty quickly every now and again. Keep it clean, keep it a bit even.
We do have an AWP for the first time in this game. And gets punished for bringing it out. Misses the first shot, and as soon as you miss the first shot, you're in no man's land.
In that position, you miss that first shot, it's over for you. Are we going to see our first team kill? No. Almost.
No, they're not going to give it to you.
7-1, Brazil, Germany right now. Bringing out that score. Oh, nobody punishing Jay for his lack of awareness so that he could be there. And then Simply Square doing the exact same thing to nobody. It's now Chuckle versus Simply Square in a 1v1. Simply Square just deletes him out of the server.
So, he's not messing about today. I told you, he did his DM for the whole day to prepare for this game. He has a reputation to upstand.
Yeah, that was a really nice shot from Simply Square. I think Chuckle probably wasn't even expecting him to respond that quickly, let alone headshot him that quickly. Took him out of the game immediately. CVTs are working together here, and nobody getting the early kill again. He's actually done that quite a few times this game. He might be able to get another round.
To Simply Square again. He's gonna.
Oh!
Nobody doesn't even care. Gets the 2-piece and gets the second round on the board.
This is what they need to do. They need to be confident. They can't let the CTs dominate. They need to play aggressive and play what their strengths was. And they were doing good against Loz and Pove. It was when Chuckle was playing aggressive. Chuckle needs to be. He keeps going up in this window, but he needs to be aggressive and take the fights. He's taken out again here. 1v2 for bot nobody. Can he continue his form from earlier this game? Simply Square down to 8 HP. It's planted for him. Let's get the first one.
It's Jake. He's so close.
Doesn't manage to find him in time. He does get taken out as well. Yeah, I really do think that Chuckle has gone up to heaven several times now. It hasn't actually worked out for him yet. I think it's time that he starts playing a bit more aggressive, try and take those fights early. That's what's been working out. He's doing it now. He immediately gives up with it and gets punished for it. It's now down to bot nobody in a 1v2. He's on 6 HP.
Bot nobody wins this, Stefan. I'll buy you McFlurry. That's how confident I am that he's going to win this. 6 HP, and he's not even able to get a kill against Yagel.
We've just seen Simply Square suicide. That was something. We've seen BM against his own teammate. That's that. Okay. What are we looking at here? Yagel's picked up an AK, as this game mode does allow you to do that occasionally. You can choose your enemy's team's loadout. Chuckle's got a Molotov. Let's see if he is able to use that. He's playing a bit aggressive. I'd like to see it. He's going to find this kill early. Really nice to see. It looked like Yagel was actually flashed by his own teammate there. Simply Square on a 1v2.
I must say, Chuckle's got a nice A case again. That case hardened. Lovely on it.
It is nice.
We don't get to see much of it.
It's not gonna like win in this round. Simply Square.
Looks like Luke's just gonna stick this here.
He's gone for the hold, and
Botland called the hold. That pros don't fake.
I think he'd been weird if.
And Simply Square is a pro Rocket League player.
That's true. I heard he's not bad at Tekken too.
I had never heard that. And we've got Chuckle with the beautiful case hardened, able to take out Yagel. All up to Simply Square yet again.
That's 2 rounds in a row where he's got the first kill on Yagel at the start. This is what I like
Maybe
to see.
found his confidence.
Oh, he's down to 1v1. This could be huge. Oh,
and Simply Square sticking it. Oh, he gets off it though.
He's going for a spray down. Oh,
he might be punished for that.
Oh, Chuckle. I don't think he was expecting him to actually push that aggressively. A nice play from Simply Square, it must be said, to get back.
Simply Square just wanted to show off his gloves at knife. That's the only reason he pushed that.
I heard he bought those skins just for this tournament.
That's what I heard.
Oh!
And
I did say that might happen.
Simply Square's had enough of Yagel.
He's down to 15
and
HP.
But nobody might be having enough of Simply Square. He's brought it down to 15 HP. Chuckle at the bottom.
And
that is the half.
So, as we've mentioned before, discussed, T rounds are very important to get. And CT rounds are quite hard to come by. So, if that's anything to go by, if we're not chatting shit, this might be a very quick game from here on out. But we also mentioned that this map is a very interesting map in terms of where the bombs are, and it might favour the CTs a bit more. So, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. The T's are pushed really aggressively here. They're both actually in connector, and the bomb is not close to them. And CTs haven't actually had a chance to find them yet. It's planted for them.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what is going on this round. It looks like Bonobo does have a... Oh, it's got a flash. I thought it was a smoke. Now Chuckle has 2 flashes and doesn't really know what to do. There's so many angles to check. Sees him running towards him. Gets a knife and Simply Square is able to get the knife kill. That just shows how difficult it is for the CTs. There are so many angles to check, to clear, that the T's could be holding. And if you get delayed, like this Molotov that Simply Square has thrown, it just cuts the time down even more.
We might be seeing another knife kill here from Yagel.
As Yagel realised, he lets a player past him.
He wants this. He wants this knife kill.
Oh, Chuckle turn around. Is Bot Nobody? No, Bot Nobody sees him! He gets the kill!
Bot Nobody, not backing the man. He had to.
He watched his teammate just get slaughtered in front of him. I'd love to have seen that from Bot Nobody's perspective. Just seeing Yagel creep up behind Chuckle and seeing your teammate just massacred in the street.
I mean, we spoke about we wanting BM, we got the BM. Oh, Simply Square being tagged down. He's lost a lot of his health here. He's been taken down. It's now 1v2, all on Yagel. He's in a little curious position here. He's been spotted out. Damage is being done, and they've won a round. They've won a very
they've got a round.
Rare CT round for them. Is this the start of the comeback? Reese, tell me.
I believe so. I believe from here on out, Chuckle's got the AWP, the CT retake. I think this is the start. This is the start of something great.
This is the start of something new, as the High School Musical words once said. What can Chuckle do here? He's got the pink DD pat. It's named Gay Pride. He's here, walking out, looking for players on B. He's going to spot one out. He gets the first kill.
Simply Square just gifts him a kill here. 2v1. Yagel in the same position that Simply Square was. Gets one. Chuckle with the quick scope is able to get the second. I told you this is the start of something great.
Chuckle coming out of nowhere with that AWP and just clutching up. A huge round from him. We need that confidence flowing through his veins to be able to have any chance of a comeback here.
Oh, and look at it. We're back to Yagel with his crazy pushes. Pushing into CT, clearing this entire area. Well, both the CTs are coming in from the main and pop dog position.
CTs are taking a long time to get any map control. Chuckle's finally pushing up. Bot Nobody does
nice
get
shot
that
from
draw.
Bot Nobody.
He's going to call that
all up to Bot Nobody.
He's got the AWP for this long range angle.
He could in theory just stick this, but decides against it. Uses the scope. Yagel knows he's not off it.
Oh!
Not too sure where Yagel was initially looking, but he still was able to get the kill.
he nobody had a chance to kill him there. He did get a shot off. It just wasn't on his target, unfortunately. Oh,
Yeah,
this is interesting. You're
got a
seeing what
boost.
Yagul and Simply Square are doing here. I don't think they even know what they're doing. This is not a very unorthodox boost here. They're going to get a kill out of it, surprisingly.
All up to
Chuckle
Chuckle here.
now.
Simply Square left solo. Gadget with the AWP. Behind Oil. Chuckle fumbling with his guns. Gadget was able to take him out. With what could be the final round of this game. Deag Wahid at round 15. Need one more round to win. Both the CTs coming from above. And looks like we have a quick fight here. Simply Square throws a flash. Everyone's behind.
Nobody gets the first one. Nobody gets the second one. 2 kills in that quick encounter, which means this game is being extended. At least one more round. We're on match point. Deag Wahid, they've got 15 rounds. They've done the work. All they've got to do is secure the bag right now. All it takes
I'm part of that 3% that believe in nobody Chuckle. I still believe in them right now.
It's going to take a miracle.
They're already doing it to round 15 to make it look good. To make it look good that they was able to do this insane comeback and take it to overtime. I still believe.
Yeah, nobody's definitely about to start spinning, bro.
For sure, look at him. He's twitching. You can see he's looking at whoever that is behind the wall. Chuckle gets the first kill.
Square. It's planted for Yagul. Chuckle taken down really low. Oh, I think one of us got a hold. He's got to trust it.
He gets one, and Yagul's able to clutch it up to win the game.
That is the game. That is our games done for today. That is 16-6. We have our first semi-finalists. The favourites to get through. Most of our pick'ems did suggest that these would be our team to go 2-0, and they were right. To be honest with you, yeah. I mean, to be honest, there's not a huge lot we can talk about there. I mean, maybe it's just for dominance of Simply Square and Yagul to sort of show what they can do when they are on another map and against maybe a worse opposition as opposed to Vox and Ethanol. I think this might even highlight how much better it might actually be how well Vox and Ethanol did.
Yeah,
after
for sure.
What you thought might have been a quite an impressive team earlier in the stream with Nobody and Chuckle being completely torn apart from every angle by Yagul and Simply Square.
Yeah, for sure. You can just see like the insane. Both the teams there hit nice shots, but you could just see there was a little bit of more excellence from Yagul and Simply Square in the positioning, what they're peaking, how they're playing together. It was just a little bit a bit more well-rounded from Simply Square and Yagul. My mistake, and I think they will be fierce in the rest of the competition. As we said, they have now gone 3-0, so they will have to play Friday. So I expect Simply Square and Yagul to be in the DM servers from now until their next game, getting those crisp shots. And yeah, and I think there's a lot to look forward to. I think the fact that, like you said about Foxy and Ethanol, you can kind of see how close it was and all the crazy plays that were brought out. That we will hopefully see Foxy and Ethanol against Simply Square and Yagul again later on in the tournament.
Yeah, I think we've got a really exciting couple of days ahead of us. Tomorrow we got off. Nothing going on tomorrow, and Friday we've got our qualification final games, which are 3 best of 3s. I don't know if we have them ready for us just yet. I think some might be still being played, but we're gonna potentially see that coming out. But we do have some scores actually that have come in already. We'll transition over now. Let's have a look. Some not so close games. We started off pretty close, and it looks like this all been flipped over. 16-6 from Deag Wahid, as we saw on stream. Foxy and Ethanol 16-2 against Rush B, which puts them at a 2-1 position, which is quite favourable going into this round 4 place. What that means for them is they have already in this best of 3 a 1 map point. So they're going to go into this game already 1-0 up, which means they only need to win 1 game to win the whole best of 3, which qualifies into semi-finals. What are your thoughts on that, Reese?
It's pretty impressive. The fact There's not many games left. Yeah, there's not many games left.
Yeah, I mean, Voxy and Ethanol with that map point, I think it's quite hard to see them not qualifying the semi-finals now, considering how well that we've seen them perform in the games that we have seen them, especially on stream here, getting 14 rounds against the dominating Deag Wahid side. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I wonder how close that group score Legends versus Battlegate on 3 is. That's going to determine quite. It's 15-9, I'm being told by the tech guy here, the broadcast manager in my ear. 15-9, so I think that's in favor of group score Legends. So we might be seeing an interesting games on Friday. But yeah,
I think a lot of us expect Boxy and FNL to make it through. And I think it'd be interesting the way that the Pick'ems go. The Pick'ems were very favoured towards Simply Square and Yagel, for rightly so. They have now gone 3-0. But I think no one really knew how well Vox and FNL were going to play. And I think their performance today has shown that they're not too messed with.
Exactly.
They can also bring it out.
But yeah, that's going to be us for today.